There's so much history bound up in the French Lick Resort. While the beauty of the area may be new to me, it's startling to note that others celebrated the area's strengths and value almost 100 years ago. The names of two of golf's legends are intertwined at Hagen's restaurant at the Donald Ross course. Donald Ross, a Scotsman, learned his craft at the St. Andrews course in the late 1800s, one of the few course architects to be named to the World Golf Hall of Fame. Ross designed what was earlier called the Hill Course, complete with clubhouse, in 1917. Dave Harner is the director of golf operations.
Over time, since the 20s to early 30s, we had lost about 35 bunkers that were in the original course design. They were either filled in or taken out during that period. And with the help of Donald Ross's plans that we had possession of, we were able to recreate all that bunkering.
The clubhouse burned in 1939, but it was rebuilt in the style of the period, and the restaurant is fully open to the public. The restaurant is named for golf great Walter Hagen, who won the PGA Championship on the Donald Ross course in 1924. Early in his professional career, Hagen changed the game for amateurs and pros alike.
When we did the restoration of the clubhouse, we were able to acquire this historic 1800s bar from a speakeasy on the south side of Chicago, and it was a bar that was frequented by Al Capone back in the day. The evidence of that is this arrow that's carved in the bar, supposedly where Capone sat. He wanted no one sitting to his right because his gun hand was his right hand. That was the lore.
And you really need to know your limits, especially if you're sitting around Capone. The restaurant is helmed by Chef Paul Owens, originally from Illinois. The flavors have a sophisticated bent, perhaps not expected on a hillside in southern Indiana. Chef Owens started us off with a bowl of Indiana sweet corn and crab chowder. While Indiana may not be known for its homegrown crabs, the corn and thyme melded together well in this light cream soup. Our server told us that the Greek salad is one of the restaurant's most popular. Built on a base of field greens, the grilled chicken, feta cheese, olives and pita triangles, tossed with a little roasted garlic balsamic vinaigrette dressing, is really a meal in itself. Chef Paul took on the pork chops, 2 sizzling chops, tender, juicy, not undercooked. There was a slight crust aided by the mix of seasonings, flavorful but not too salty. The hole-in-one hot brown was more of a casserole, but maybe this presentation allowed it to be more flavorful than many sandwiches. The Mornay sauce made with pecorino romano did not overwhelm the turkey and bacon. The seasoned roasted tomato on top added a welcome fresh element. Hagen's is known for its ribs, slathered in barbecue sauce, served today with mashed potatoes and roasted asparagus. Like the seasonings on the pork chops, the tender asparagus provided a great contrast to the rich tasting ribs. The chunky mashed potatoes were a necessary indulgence that helped soak up the sauce. Okay, maybe dessert wasn't exactly necessary, but the brownie sundae is a Hagen specialty. The brownie surprised me because it wasn't heavy and chunky. It's light and pairs well with the richer vanilla ice cream decorated with caramel and fudge. It was hard to keep my spoon away from the chocolate treat. We've learned a lot from our wintertime visit to Orange County. The French Lick West Baden Museum really helps set the mood, and the Hagenbeck Wallace Circus diorama is a definite must-see. Paoli Peaks, skiing in southern Indiana, a frosty delight that's proved that you don't have to be a master skier to have a lot of fun. Jason Emmons and the Bear Hollow Woodcarvers really see the statue in the log. How do they do it? It's good they don't let us loose with a chainsaw. Okay, so the French Lick West Baden indoor karting and the Amish Black Buggy restaurant are about 180 degrees apart on the technical spectrum. But put them together and you've got a pretty fun outing. Likewise, the indoor Big Splash Adventure and Shots Mini Golf and Laser Tag make for an easy getaway with the kids, especially when you add the hotel and restaurants. Who needs to go out in the cold? Unless, of course, Mom and Dad need a little trip to the French Lick Winery. With the kids menu and Italian favorites in the Vintage Cafe, not to mention the new fudge and dessert wines, there's something for everyone. Which is why you'll need to walk when you visit the Donald Ross course. And Hagen's provides a hilltop experience to cap off your stay. We've had a great time here in Orange County and hope you will too. For Savor Indiana, I'm Dean Wilson. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
Okay. No, stop. All right.
Lots of edge, lots of edge, lots of edge.